when you usually quoted your sort of retirement figures, a lot of the time you'll have sort of two different options in the main, and one will be sort of the maximum amount of scheme pension that you can have, and one will be the maximum amount of tax-free cash that you can have. Unfortunately, you can't have both. You can't have the max scheme pension and max tax-free cash. You have to give a little to get a little. So the way that generally works is one will be sort of, well, option one will be the sort of status quo, how they quote it. And if you want to move over to another, you then have to look at something called a commutation factor, or you don't, the scheme providers often do. So the way that commutation factors work is essentially, most of the time you can forfeit some of your annual scheme pension in exchange for a larger lump sum. So most, or a common commutation factor that you have is a 1 to 12 ratio. So for every £1 of annual income you give up, you would be essentially rewarded with a £12 extra lump sum. So an example there, if you had a £20,000 scheme pension and a zero lump sum, which could happen in something like the NHS 2015 scheme, where there's no automatic lump sum available, you could then sacrifice £5,000 of your scheme pension and then get a £60,000 lump sum as sort of a reward. Essentially, you're taking 12 years income and put it into a lump sum instead that you can get tax-free at the very start of the pension.